and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel IBL Designing Developer. My name is Inshal Beg. I am a full stack developer and graphic designer. Today I will show you how to build a banking and financial statements in Python. And I hope you will also enjoy this project like in Jagmal previous projects of Python in data science and artificial intelligence. But first of all, you have to just hit the subscribe button. Then after that, you have to also hit the notification bell from which you will be getting all the notifications of my video when I will be uploading. So from that, it will be also help for you and it will be also help for me, because from that you will be learning more new things, more new clones and more new projects of Python which I will be uploading. And this project is of artificial intelligence if you don't know about that. So here now we'll be starting with our banking and financial statement project in Python in artificial intelligence. So for building that project, first of all, you have to just open your Python package here which you are working with. Then you can also open your IDLE in which you will be writing codes of Python. Then just create your package in that. If you are using Atom and any other text editor, so in that you don't have to just make any of the package, just directly make a file, save that in any location you want, then just you can work in that. But if you are working with PyCharm text editor, so in that you have to just make a like package thing, then in that you have to make file like folder, you can also say if you don't know about package. So here I have just already make one file, but I will be not working with that. I will be not working with that because here this file is just previous one file, and if I just work in that, so you can't understand like what file I've just created and why I'm just working in that. So because of that, for you can just confirm. So because of that, I'm not working with this file. So simply I'll be doing one thing. I'll be just pressing right click on here, then I'll be pressing delete by pressing this delete in this section, or you can also press delete button from keyboard directly, so you can delete by pressing that key. You can see now it is just coming the option like save delete with usage search. Then you have to press OK to just delete that things. So just press OK simply. You can see all the file which I was just getting here, it has been deleted now. So when you've done with that things here, you have to do one thing. Just go to your Python package here at the top, press right click here, then go to your hover or new. Then you will be getting many of the options like you can create file, new scratch file, directory, Python package, Python file, HTML file, editor, config file, or resource bundle. You can create any of the file here. So here I will be working with Python file because obviously we are working with Python in artificial intelligence, or if you're working with data sciences, so you can also take Python file to create. So I'll be pressing that here. Now it will be just asking to give your Python file name, so you can create that here. So just give any of your name which you can just give, and it should be easy for you. I will be just giving the same name of my project, which is I'll be writing banking. It is a short form of our project. You can also write .py after that, so you can remember it is a Python file. But if you don't do that, so nothing happens. If you are working with any other text editor for saving a Python file, you have to just go to file and press save as. Then you have to just select Python. You don't have to select that, just write your Python file name which you have to give, then write dot and write .py, so you can just save your file. But in PyCharm text editor, I am not writing these things because it is automatically I have select Python file. So when I will be writing my name of Python file and press enter, so it will be created. So you have to, if you want to write .py, so you can also write, because from that nothing happens here. I'll be enter pressing and you can see this file has been created. Now I'll be zoom in so you can see my code. So this file should be just connected with another file in which we'll be getting our banking and financial statements which we have to collect. So here I'll be going to local disk C, where I've just created my folder like I've shown you previously also. Now I will be opening this. Here I'll be just opening this because this folder which I was working with, that it was just really previously. So here I'll be taking this main.py file to my PyCharm text editor and moving that to my PyCharm text editor navbar at the top. So you can see this file is just coming like that. So I have to write all the thing which is just here, but some of the things you don't have to just write here, like this sklearn things which is just in the last, you don't have to just write here, but import number you have to just define. So here I'll be coming there, I'll be writing here like import. You can see there it is written pandas spd. So this pd is a short form of that, like I've telling you many times here. Then I will be coming here and you have to import matplotlib. So here I'll be writing matplotlib. Then I'll be just moving forward here. Then you can see there it is written .pyplot. So just you have to write that. Move forward here, then just write splt, so we can just remember. Then I'll be just coming underneath here, I'll be writing import cbond sns. Then when you're done with that, just I'll be coming. So if you don't download that, so just go to terminal simply, then just write pip install to just install anything here, then you can work with that. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be moving to main.py file. Now just you have to come right here like from pandas dot, there I'll be just coming and you can see there it is written plotting. Move forward here, then you can see there it is written import auto correction underscore plot. Now when you've done with that, just I'll be now coming here, writing color equal to SNS dot, then I'll be just changing that to like color palette. So just write that here. Now just you have to come underneath again, change that to like from stats models. It was just here. If I show you, you can see here it is. So when you've written that, just you have to come here, write dot TSA, then you have to just write dot again. And if I just show you here, so you can see there it is written IMOR, then there it is written model. So when you've done with that things here, you can see we have just done that. So here it is written in capital like that. So when you've done that, just you have to go underneath, and then you have to just write from pandas import date time now. So we have to import date time with that also. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here I'll be now writing import numpy as np. So it is a short form of that, you can write here. So till here we have done that, you can see, and everything is just working perfect. So when you've done with that, here I'll be moving, and you can see there it is written def parser, means define parser, and then there it is written this bracket, and in that it is written x and semicolon after that. So here I'll be now coming, there I'll be writing def parser, then I'll be making this and writing x here. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be moving here, writing semicolon, then I'll be just coming underneath. So when you've done with that, here I'll be writing return date time. Then when you've done that, here I'll be moving, then you have to just write dot strcp time, then I'll be just making this bracket here again. So when you've done with that, here I'll be writing x comma, then just move here. Here you have to just write this and percent sign, then just write capital Y like I am writing, change that to minus percent small n. So till here we have done. Now I will be just coming underneath, then here also. So when you've done with that, now I will be writing like print. Here I'll be writing please, then I'll be just moving forward, and you can see there it is wait importing, then I'll be writing 3 dots. Now I will be just coming underneath here. So when you've done that, here I'll be writing equal data equal td dot, then there it is written read csv, because now after it was this csv file here. So when you've done that, just I'll be coming here and writing that to like data set. So here I'll be writing dot csv. So now I will be just coming underneath. So this dataset.csv file is my Excel file in which I'll be saving my data. Then I'll be just coming here, writing here print, and here I'll be writing importing, then change that to like importing finished. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be coming underneath, and when you've done that, just here I will be first of all writing full stop, so I can just stop till here. Now just I'll be coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here I'll be writing data total price, then just move forward after the square bracket. Here I'll be now writing equal data, then make square bracket again, then I'll be changing that to like quantity. So here I'll be writing that. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be moving forward, and when you've done that, just here now I will be changing that to like data, then change that to this square bracket here, right here like unit price. So when you've done that, now just I'll be coming underneath, and when you've done that, just I'll be changing that to data equal, and here write that to like data, then write data here also, and write quantity. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that, just first of all I'll be just writing this sign, then writing 0, then just come underneath here, write equal data equal, then I'll be writing data dot, and the quantity we have just written. So here after it, there it is written unit price right here, then just write 0, same like we have written at the top. Now just write here like data equal data, then I'll be writing this thing, then you have to just write dot, but before that there it is written like data dot. So here I'll be writing. So when you've done with that things, now I will be writing that to this tag, then I'll be writing semicolon 2 times here, and when you've done with that, just I'll be now writing this equal to here, and just I'll be writing this string. So now I will be just coming underneath, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be now coming underneath again. So now I will be changing that to like data, and here also data. So just I'll be moving forward, then I'll be writing data, and here in square bracket I'll be just writing this and writing that to like invoice data. So when you've done that, just here I'll be moving forward, then I'll be writing map, and here I'll be just writing this thing, then I'll be writing this here. So when you've done that, here I'll be moving, then here I'll be writing strx. So till here we have done that. So when you've done that, here I'll be now writing 7. Now I will be just coming underneath, and now here I'll be writing print data, then closing that. Then I'll be just coming here and writing that to like quantity underscore data equal. Then when you've done that, here I'll be now writing that to like data. In square bracket you have to just write here like date. If I just write here, so if I just move, so you can see there it is written like date. So here I'll be writing that, just write comma here, then you have to just change that to like quantity. So here I'll be writing that. Now when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be changing that to dot drop, then making this bracket here, then you have to change that to like duplicate. So just write that here. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be coming, then I'll be just writing this bracket here coming underneath, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be changing that to like quantity data. Then when you've done that, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be changing that to like underscore count equal. Then when you've done that, I'll be just moving forward, writing that to like quantity dot, and here if I just move, so you can see there it is written underscore date dot, and here it is written like group by. So I'll be just writing that. Now when you've done that, just I'll be writing this bracket here, writing that to like date, and when you've done with that things here, now I will be changing that to like, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be changing that to quantity. So here I'll be writing that. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be coming, then I'll be writing that to like aggregate. So here I'll be writing that, and when you've done that, just I'll be writing this bracket and just moving here. Then here you have to just write sum. Now just move forward here. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now writing here like reset index. So just I'll be writing that dot reset index, then I'll be just moving here, and now when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now writing that, then I'll be writing sort values, then just I'll be making this bracket here, and I'll be just writing this dot, and here I'll be now writing by values. So when you've done with that, if I just move here, so you can see there it is written date. So just I'll be writing that here. Now I will be writing this comma and moving forward. So now there it is written like ascending. So here I'll be writing that 0. So you can see we have just done with that. Now just I'll be coming underneath, then going backwards, and you can see there it is written data list here like that. So here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing date equal list, then I'll be just moving here, and you have to just write here like quantity, then I'll be writing data, then when you've done that, just here I'll be writing count. In square bracket I'll be writing data, but it should be in one string. So just you have to come underneath again, change that to like quantity equal list, same at the top which we have written. Come here again, then you have to just write here like quantity. So just write that, then you have to just write here like data, then change that to like count, then just make this square bracket here. So when you've done that, I'll be just moving here, and you can see there it is written like quantity here. So I'll be writing that, then I'll be just coming underneath. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now writing that to like date quantity equal. So here I'll be changing that to like pd dot data frame. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be writing this bracket, changing that to like dates. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now writing comma, moving forward, then I'll be just changing that to like, here I'll be now writing this date. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing quantity, then I'll be just moving forward here. So when you've done with that, now here I'll be writing quantity again. So when you've done with that thing, now just I'll be coming, then I will be just, first of all I'll be just coming here. Okay, so now when you've done with that thing, just you have to do one thing, like you have to come underneath here. So when you've done with that, just here I'll be now writing this bracket, and here I'll be writing data quantity, then just I'll be moving forward, and when you've done with that things, here I'll be writing that to like quantity again. So when you've done that, now just I'll be closing, and here I'll be coming, then I'll be writing data equal quantity. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming, then there it is written date. So here I'll be writing that, just I'll be now writing this square bracket here, then you have to just write quantity, then I'll be just do one thing, like I'll be coming here, then I'll be changing that to dot map, here I'll be writing lambda, then when you've done that, here I'll be now moving. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now writing x str, then just I'll be making this bracket, opening that here x, then you have to just close these things. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming underneath, and then again. So till here we have just done that. So when you've done with that, here now I will be writing like date quantity, so it should be like underscore. So here I'll be writing that. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be doing one thing. There it is written dot index, then I'll be writing equal to. So when you've done that, here you can see there it is written date quantity, and when you've done with that things, then there it is written like dates, and here we have done that. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be moving, then you have to just write same thing like at the top we have written, then write x and just write strx. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now moving, then there it is written parser. If I show you, so you can see that. So here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing that. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming underneath, and then if I just move here, so you can see there it is written date quantity. So just you have to write underscore, then I'll be just making this bracket after that. So here you can see there it is written like quantity, but you have to make a square bracket, not the simple one bracket like we are making at the top. Write equal date quantity again like we have written previously. Now when you've done that, here I'll be now coming, then make square bracket again, but just spelling should be correct, square bracket, then here I'll be writing, so this is not the square bracket, so here I'll be now writing quantity. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be moving here, and when you've done with that, just you have to change that to like dot map, and then I'll be writing same thing at the top, which is just written write x, write float x. So now just I'll be coming underneath, and when you've done with that things, here just I'll be moving down enough. Here you have to just there's 3 line gap space. Yes, here we have to just write. So now I will be just writing here like date quantity equal, then just I'll be moving forward. Here you can see there it is written date, but we have written data, so now it is good here. So when you've done that, I'll be just moving forward, and you can see there it is written like date quantity, then I'll be just moving forward, and when you've done with that, just here you have to write filna, then I'll be making this bracket here, change it to like date quantity. So here I'll be writing that. Now when you've done with that thing, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing that to like bfill, then I'll be just making this bracket, and now I will be just coming underneath, then I'll be writing date quantity equal date, and here I'll be writing quantity. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be moving, then I'll be writing quantity, and here I'll be just coming, and when you've done with that, here I'll be now writing like dot vsample, and when you've done with that, now just I'll be making this bracket, then I'll be writing ms, which should be in capital. Just move after this bracket, right here mean, then bracket. Just you have to come underneath here, and I'll be just writing that to like print, and here I'll be writing date quantity, and when you've done with that, just I'll be now coming underneath, and here I'll be writing that to like date quantity dot plot, just making this bracket, and just I'll be now coming underneath. So when you've done with that, here I'll be writing plt dot show, then I'll be just making this bracket, and now I will be just coming underneath, and when you've done that, I'll be writing auto correction, then here when you've done that, here I'll be now coming the relation, here I'll be writing, and here you have to write underscore plot. So when you've done that, here you have to just write this sign, then write date quantity. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be coming underneath. So when you've done that, you can see there it is written plt dot show, just make this bracket here, then I'll be just coming underneath, and then you can see there it is written like quantity equal, then just I'll be moving, then there it is written date quantity, and when you've done that, I'll be now coming here, then you have to just write that to like dot value. So when you've done that, here I'll be now coming, then here I'll be changing that to size equal, then I'll be just coming, and here I'll be changing that to a tag which will be like init, then there it is written len. Okay, so here I'll be writing that. So when you're done with that things, now just I'll be coming, then I'll be writing quantity. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now moving, then here you have to just write this sign, then I'll be writing 066. So now when you've done that, I'll be just moving, then I'll be writing train comma test, and when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be changing that to equal quantity, and here I'll be changing that to like size, and then I'll be writing that. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be doing one thing here, there it is written like 0, and then there it is written this semicolon, then after it is just written. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now moving, and when you've done with that, now just I'll be writing comma quantity, and then I'll be just making this bracket here. So when you've done with that, this should be a square bracket, then I'll be writing size. Here I'll be now coming and changing that to len quantity. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here now I will be changing that to like history equal, then I'll be just moving forward. Here you have to write x, or then when you've done that, here I'll be now writing x in train. So we have done with that things. Now just I'll be coming underneath, and you have to just write here like predictions equal, then I'll be just moving forward. Here you have to write list, and then I'll be just making this bracket here. So when you've done that, I'll be just writing this, and I'll be writing 40 in range, then I'll be just making this bracket again, changing that to len test. So when you've done with that, here now I will be just doing one thing. I'll be coming here, then I'll be changing that to like model, and here I'll be writing that to like anima, then I'll be just making this bracket here. So when you've done with that, here I'll be writing history comma, then I'll be just moving forward, writing that to like order equal, make this bracket again, then you can see there it is written to 0. So just I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here I'll be writing model width equal, then I'll be just moving forward. Here you can see there it is written model dot fit, then just I'll be making this bracket here. So when you've done with that, here I'll be writing display equals z. Now I will be just coming underneath, and here you have to just write like output. So just I'll be writing output equal, then I'll be just moving forward, and here it is written like model fit. And when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing dot forecast, then I'll be just making this bracket here, and here I'll be writing y at equal, then I'll be just writing that, and here I'll be writing output, then I'll be writing 0, then I'll be just coming underneath here, and then I'll be changing that to like predictions. And when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing append, and here I'll be just writing this bracket, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing 0. So now I will be just coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here I'll be writing obs equal test, and then I'll be writing 0 moving forward here. So here it is written t if I show you, then I'll be just coming underneath, writing that to like history dot, and here I'll be just moving, and you can see there it is written like append, then right here like obs, and now I will be just coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here I'll be writing print, and then I'll be writing single quotes here, writing that to like predicted, and when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing equal %f. So when you've done with that, here I'll be writing that to like dot expected, and now when you've done with that things, here I'll be writing equal %f. Then when you've done that, now just I'll be writing that to like %, and now I will be just coming here, and when you've done that, here I'll be writing y at, then I'll be writing obs. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here I'll be now pressing backspace, then I'll be just coming underneath, and you can see there it is written like predicts equal, then I'll be coming here, there it is written np dot array, then there it is just this brackets, and here I'll be writing predictions. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here I'll be writing error equal, then just move here, and you can see there it is written mean, and here if I just move, so you can see there it is written squad, and here when you've done that, just I'll be now writing error. So here when you've done that, just I'll be making this bracket here, then I'll be writing test comma predictions. So you can see we have just done that all things. Now when you've done that, here I'll be now writing printf, then I'll be just making this bracket here. Okay, so there is one r here, so I'll be just making that. So when you've done with that, here now you have to do one thing, just here you have to write single quote, then just write test here, but T should be just capital, take care about that, then just write MSE, which should all be in capital, then move forward by writing semicolon, right here %sign 3f, move here, then you have to write dot before that. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be writing %error, so now you have to just come underneath, and when you've done that, just you have to write that to like this hashtag here, and when you've done that, just you have to write plot, then just come underneath, and you have to write like plt dot plot test, then just you have to come underneath again. So when you've done with that, here I'll be writing plt dot plot, then I'll be just making this bracket, and now I'll be writing that to like predictions comma move forward, and here you have to just write color equal red. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now just writing this sign, and when you've done that, here you have to just write plt show, making this bracket. So you can see we have done with that, and when you've done with that thing, just you have to do one thing: go to file, press save all button. So till here you can see we have just done with that things, and now when you've done that, just you have to close this main.py file, move to here, and then press back here also. Here also move to self-driving car master. Then here I'll be doing one thing: I'll be taking this file here, which is called balance data. No, here I'll be taking direct keys, but direct keys also just I think it is just good. So here I'll be now changing that to this combined data dot py, moving that here, and you can see it contains these things, so you have to just write that. So we have import numpy, so we don't have to import that. We have to import another thing which was just underneath numpy. You can see from random import shuffle. So here I'll be writing from random import shuffle. Now I will be just coming underneath, writing 3 codes, come underneath here also. So when you're done with that, now I'll be moving. You can see there it is written like now we have our training data. So here I'll be writing now we have our training data. Now just I'll be moving forward, and you can see there it is written balanced comma. Then when you've done that, move forward, and you can see there it is written we can combine all our batches. We can combine all our batches. So when you're done with that, now just I'll be coming underneath, then I'll be just moving back here. Then you can see there it is written into one single file, into one single file. Then just move forward, and you can see there it is written this will make, then just move forward, and here it is written easier for us to train. Easier. Okay, so here I'll be writing easier for us to, and here if I just move, so you can see there it is written train our CNN. So when you've done with that, just here I'll be now coming underneath, but before that I'll be coming and writing full stop here. So when you've done that, I'll be going back here, then I'll be just coming underneath, and when you've done that, here you have to just write like enter the maximum of training data batch number. So here I'll be now coming, then here I'll be writing same thing. So here just move forward, right, enter the maximum, then just move, and you can see there it is written like of training data. Move forward again, then here it is written like batch number. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that, you have to just write n equal in it, make this bracket, and here you have to just write input, right here like enter, then I'll be changing that to like enter the number, then I'll be just writing this dot moving forward, and you can see there it is written batches, and here I'll be just writing this semicolon moving forward, then I'll be just coming underneath, and here I'll be writing that to like final, and here I'll be now coming underneath, and when you're done with that, here I'll be now changing that to for I in range, and when you're done with that thing, just I'll be making this bracket here, change that to n, then I'll be writing that to like semicolon, and then I'll be just coming underneath. So when you're done with that, here I'll be writing file equal, then I'll be changing that to list, and now when you're done with that, here I'll be now coming, then here I'll be writing np load. So when you're done with that, now just I'll be writing this bracket, right, f data 2 backslashes you have to just write, then just write that to like training underscore data. So just write training underscore data. So just write that, then I'll be just writing this underscore again, then you can see there it is written this sign, and then there it is written +1, and there it is written I +1. So when you're done with that, here I'll be now moving, then I'll be just writing that to like balanced, and when you're done with that, here I'll be now moving forward, then you can see there it is written balance dot npy, then I'll be just moving forward here, and you can see there it is written allow pickle. So just I'll be now coming, then here I'll be writing allow pickle equal to. So when you've done with that things, just here I'll be doing one thing, I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here you can see there it is written print f loaded. So when you've done that, here I'll be now coming, then here I'll be writing I +1. Now I will be just coming underneath. When you've done with that, here I'll be now writing that to like final dot extend, then I'll be just making this bracket here, changing that to like file, then I'll be just coming underneath, and when you've done with that, here I'll be writing print f extended. So here I'll be writing that. So now just when you've done that, I'll be coming here and you can see that it is written extended. So when you've done that, I'll be now moving here. Then you have to just write I plus 1. So till here you can see we have done with that things. Now if I just move here, so there it is closing string here we have to write. So when you've done that, I'll be now coming here, erasing this thing from here. Now just you have to press backspace here, then here I'll be coming underneath. So when you've done with that, just you have to write here like shuffle. Then here I'll be doing one thing, I'll be making this bracket here. Then here you can see there it is written final, I'll be writing that. Come underneath and then you can see there it is written like print, and here I'll be just writing data. And when you've done that, here I'll be now changing that to like data shuffled. Then I'll be writing this sign. Then I'll be just coming underneath, and when you've done that, you can see there it is written like np.save. Make this bracket here and you have to just write here like data, and then just make backslashes 2 times and write here like final data dot npy. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming here, then I'll be writing final. So just I'll be writing that. Then I'll be just coming underneath, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now writing print, and here I'll be writing save. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming underneath. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now writing like print f. Then I'll be making single quotes, write that to like total number, just move forward again, change that to of frames, move forward, and here you have to just write collected. Then make this, and here you have to write len, and when you've done that, I'll be moving here, write that to like final. So you can see we have done till here. So when you're done with that, now here your work has been done. So you can now just work with that thing. I'll be pressing enter. Just now save that, and now here when you will be running that, so your bank financial project should be just ready when you will be running, and you can just check like what data you are just getting till here in your Excel file where you have just saved your data. So like that you can just work with your own banking financial statement project in Python in that artificial intelligence. So I hope you understand this project, and I hope you also enjoy this project like my previous projects of Python in artificial intelligence and data sciences. So just I will be meeting you next project. So for today, goodbye.